Hey, welcome to the show. It's a little later than usual tonight, but here we are on the PEPP Story Show. And tonight we're going to be talking about passion and why that's so important in all of your speaking. Hey, welcome. So a little bit later, slightly different venue, and I'm trying to speak a little bit quieter so I don't wake everybody up in the house as it's so late. But we're going to keep this fairly short. But I want to talk about passion tonight. And think about this. We're talking about the PEPP Story approach to great speaking: purpose, experience, passion, performance, and story. Those 5 elements. We've looked at purpose, we've looked at experience, and tonight I want to get into the importance of passion and why you need to be thinking about that all the time. A lot of people, when they come to me for coaching, want coaching in performance skills. They want to be able to get up and how can they make it more exciting? And the true answer is I can't give you lots of performance skills to make the performance come alive more, because the performance skills don't work unless you're actually addressing passion, unless you're really getting into it. So let's have a look at that. We talked last night about the experiences that you've had, and it's really important that a lot of our speeches, the first presentation, the first speech you do if you join a Toastmasters or Association of Speakers Club is a speech called the Icebreaker, which is focused very heavily on sharing your own experiences. And it's the first lesson that people learn. Use your own experiences, because from those, you know the topic inside out because you lived it. But more importantly, if you find important points in your life, what you'll find are your passions. So one of the things you need to do is, if you've started to make a list of all of your experiences, which I strongly recommend you do, that what you need to do now is have a look at all those experiences in your life and say, which are the ones that you're most passionate about? And write down those passions, or highlight the experiences in your life that made you feel most passionate. And those passions can come from all sorts of directions. It might be something that makes you angry, really fires you up. So are you really passionate about bad driving? Are you really passionate about the oceans? Are you passionate about the planet? Are you passionate about some particular politics that really fires you up? Do you get into arguments and debates about some particular aspect of the way life is? It's enough to get passionate and argument about at the moment. I've been listening to all the stuff about COVID, are we in lockdown? Aren't we in lockdown? We're tier 1, tier 5. Who knows where we are? I have lost track of where we are, and it's become a bit of a sore point for me. It's the kind of topic I can get very engaged in. I can get online and start ranting away if I need to, and there's a passion coming out. Now, the thing about it is that I find that there's no topic that is actually boring as a subject. I spoke about life insurance for 25 years. Life insurance. Can you think of a more boring topic? I mean, if I went to a party, people said, "What do you do?" I mean, life insurance. That was a conversation killer. That was an absolute stop dead moment. And yet, in 1985, when I got up on the stage at the Barbican to an audience of nearly 2,000 life insurance salespeople, I delivered a talk about why you should buy life insurance. And I got a standing ovation, a really long 2-3 minute standing ovation from those people. And 10 years later, they were still using the video of that talk to train new salespeople coming into the industry. That is because I became really passionate about the topic. I'd done the equivalent of a degree in it, so I really understood it well. I'd produced marketing materials. My job in the insurance industry was to help people to sell it. That was it. I didn't actually sell it. I didn't go out face to face. Well, I did for on some occasions, but primarily my job wasn't about selling it to the consumer. My job was about helping salespeople to sell it, and that's what I did particularly well. And I was very passionate about that process, and I still am. It's the business to business approach, and a lot of a lot of people miss the point. They think that if they're in the business, you've got to try and sell it to consumer. No, a lot of the time what you're doing is helping the people who are selling it to sell it. And that was one of my big passions. I then moved to technology, and I've been promoting my second book, the ABC of the World Wide Web in 1998, was all about helping financial advisors to use technology in their business and sales process. And I did that for a long 10 years. I was promoting at 10 years. I was helping to market and promote technology. And I still love technology, even now. I love going online. I've been doing this for 5 years now, on and off. It's not the big part of my job, but it's one of the things that I love. So I'm passionate about technology. I'm involved in groups on Facebook. And these are all things that I can get really excited about. And if you get excited about a topic, if it's something you feel passionate about, it becomes an interesting topic with the right audience. Now, I'm not saying everybody wants to know about life insurance. No, they don't. But for people who do, I can deliver an exciting talk. Not everybody's interested in technology. I have friends who don't even have a Facebook account. Can you imagine it? People without Facebook now. There are a lot of older people who still don't engage. There are people who can't afford it. But for those people who are into technology, those people who like to do live streaming, those people who like to use it, then I get very passionate about it, and I get very excited about it. And therefore, when I speak about it, it's an interesting topic. I just have to control it using all the other factors we're looking at. So look at your experiences, look at what you get most passionate about, write down your passions, the arguments, debates. Think about this. Is there a topic that you would pay people to let you get up and speak about? If so, that's probably one of the passions that you have. A lot of people coming into the speaking industry, finding their topic, finding the thing to speak about is one of the toughest and hardest tasks they have to do. Because you can't speak about everything. You have to find a topic. And actually, you have to become more and more and more focused until the topic you're speaking about really is the very focus. You become the go-to person, the expert in your particular area. I talk about diversity, but it's a fairly narrow part of diversity. I don't really talk about disability. I don't really talk about race and all those other things. I talk about gender and the issues around gender, because it's something I experience. It's something I'm passionate about. It's something I want, and I see injustice. I want to try and change that. Not all injustice in that particular area. So think about those. Those are things. Your hobbies are another area as well. Look at your hobbies. Why are you involved in those hobbies? Why are they so important to you? There are thousands, and the great thing about the internet is there are loads and loads of people. And if you've got a topic that you're passionate about and you start delivering videos, doing what I'm doing, using StreamYard, using BeLive, doing maybe just getting a Zoom presentation together, people will come. Check out Eventbrite. There are hundreds of events going on now where people are getting up and talking about their passions, talking about something that they've got. People share things. Look at the millions and millions of YouTube videos. Just people getting passionate about something, sharing it. And, you have to put some structure into it. You have to use your experiences. But the ones that really grab you, the ones that really draw you in, the ones where you keep coming back, that's the ones where people are really passionate about their topic. And the same applies when you're speaking from a stage. Now, what happens if you've got to deliver a management report? Can't make that passionate, can you? Well, actually, yes, you can. I was at a speakers convention and they decided to pep up. Use my choice. They decided to pep up the financial report. So the accountant came up, and while he was delivering the report, two guys were actually juggling. Well, they were juggling chainsaws and sickles around him while it was on. The whole thing became, and he was particularly passionate about the whole area of juggling as well, and got involved in it, and it made the whole presentation a lot of fun. And there are lots of ways that you can make any presentation fun if you're passionate about it. If you think, right, how can I make this come across? How can I make this more exciting? And it's because you access your passion. If you just do it as a performance without the passion in it, it won't work. you can tell the audience can feel it. They can see, oh no, this is just fake. This is just set up. If you're really passionate, it really starts to work. So let me tell you one story about how I saw somebody do this. I was doing some coaching. I talked about this actually earlier in the week. I was doing some coaching for a professional speaker, and he delivered, and the idea was he was going to deliver a speech and then come back a couple of months later and we would video it. So I was coaching them for the session, help improve the particular presentation, and then they come back and we'd video it to help make it into a showcase presentation. And one of the speakers came and delivered a speech on management, which was, well, it was pretty boring. All the rest of the speakers looked at me as if to say, well, how are you going to get out of this, Ricky? And I found it really hard. And I normally, when I'm at coaching, I look at, where's your purpose? Where's your sense of what you're doing? And we were working on purpose. We were looking at experiences. And I was really struggling to find what was wrong, why this wasn't firing. And I couldn't get it. We talked about why it was important, and it just wasn't there. Then in the coffee break, the speaker started talking about Reiki. Now, it's not a topic everybody's interested in, but when he started talking about it, he literally lit up. His whole demeanor changed. He became more colorful, more animated. And I thought, wow, there we go. There's the passion. There's that. What's happened? I said, is there any way that you can take what you've just talked about in Reiki, or the passion you feel for Reiki, is there any way you can bring that into your talk in management? Well, when he came back and delivered it, he did just that. He brought all up. He actually got somebody up on stage and started to do a Reiki session while talking about it and talking about the way in which you go outside your business to find new ideas that you can bring back in. And it became a really entertaining speech. So all the time, just have a look. Look at your hobbies, look at your voluntary issues, look at your politics, look at your, the passions that you have, look at your experiences, the things you argue and debate, and see how you can bring that in to make it positive in delivering a speech that you have to deliver. Takes a bit of work, takes a bit of challenge, but I know you can do it. So there we go. That's passion. Look for making sure that you use passion and access your passion when you're doing your speeches. So I'm back tomorrow. I don't know what time it will be. I'm trying to target for about 5 p.m. So I'm going to try and aim to get there tomorrow. Tomorrow we're looking at performance, not the huge amount. We're going to just look at it in general, because performance is I'm going to break it down into that's going to be a whole week. We're going to be looking at various different performance issues, because, it is important to build up your performance skills. And that's tomorrow. And don't forget, if you're interested in speaker coaching, just drop me a line. It's ricky@rickyarundel.com. If you've got a TED Talk coming up, if you've got some big meeting that's handing up here, I can help to make that presentation come alive, help you find those passions, to bring some energy into your speech, help you use your experience, help you get it focused. It's surprising. Sometimes when I'm coaching people, I spend more time just looking at why they're doing what they're doing than actually the performance. The performance happens. If you get purpose, experience, and passion ready, the performance is already beginning to be there. All we then have to do is to fine tune it a little bit. It's no good just trying to go for performance skills. You need purpose, you need experience, and you definitely need passion. So if you want to have a look at how that might work for you, I'm offering a 30-minute free introductory session. Just drop me a line. We can get sorted out on that. I'm working on my website this week as well, trying to get some stuff in so you'll be able to book online to do that. Anyway, there we go. I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope it's made some sense for you. And I hope that you'll be able to bring some passion into your speeches and bring them alive. You'll be amazed at what a difference that will make. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Take care.